This is William K. Murta, Martin Witness 1, and I would like to talk about today the Dirty Tricks Squad. Now, a Florida representative admitted that he is under investigation, alleged to have been involved in child trafficking and a relationship with a 17-year-old girl. Now, Representative Getz is either a member of or supports QAnon. So I found it not surprising that Mr. Getz has gotten the support of the Pentagon Pedophile Task Force, a entity that is supposed to be for preventing child trafficking and pedophilia. Now, the Pentagon Pedophile Task Force and its members have accused me and quite a few others of being involved in child trafficking, pedophilia, satanic ritual abuse, of being accused of acquiring children to be used to extract androchrome, or however you pronounce the chemical, and drinking children's blood, and of course the ritual sacrifices that I just mentioned. And the Pentagon Pedophile Task Force has taken on the mantra that you are guilty even if proven innocent. They don't care. If you do not support Trump, or if you are a Democrat or a liberal or anything other than the extreme far right, you are guilty of all these things. They don't want to hear any exculpatory evidence. They don't want to burden themselves with convening a trial with a defense attorney, a jury made up of neutral parties, and so forth. They just want to be judge, jury, and executioner. So I found it rather interesting when I read this post on Facebook. Now, again, I am not surprised, because this is who these people are. They accuse and they refuse. And what I mean by that is they accuse you of something, but they refuse to hear anything that would profess your innocence or put reasonable doubt on their accusations, and they refuse to offer any concrete proof that would hold up in court as to their accusations. They just make the accusations. They call you funny little names like Filthy Mert and so forth, and on we go. Now, the puppet in all this has been doing this for more than a decade, and that is Timmy Hoffa. Now, Timmy Hoffa has been on this mission to get a certain attorney put in jail, and apparently to get me put in jail with her. The only problem is there's nothing to put us in jail for. We are guilty of nothing. Nobody these people talk about are guilty of anything. This includes Craig Sawyer. Now, I'm not associated with Mr. Sawyer. I don't care what Mr. Sawyer does. Mr. Sawyer has not accused me of anything, so I certainly don't have a beef with Mr. Sawyer. I simply don't care. But this Pentagon Pedophile Task Force has put me in with Craig Sawyer and other people in this so-called cabal that's supposed to be doing all these evil things to children. And yet when one of their own gets accused They say, oh, no, we got a dirty trick squad. They're out to ruin his career. They're out to do this. They're out to do that. Which is, again, hypocritical, because they are saying that only those people that they like are innocent. Only these people that they agree with are innocent. The rest of us are guilty. It's the rest of us that belong in jail. It's the rest of us that should be executed and all this. This is the attitude of these people. Now, I get some interesting comments. I get one that says, oh, you hate Timmy Holmset because of this, that, and the other thing. And I want to tell you something. I'm mad at Tim Holmset. I don't like Tim Holmset, but I don't give a damn about Tim Holmset. My only goal has been to get the truth out there about these false accusations that he and his cohorts are making to other people. And I have not met these other people. So there's no dirty trick squad except the Pentagon Pedophile Task Force, the High Command, Randy and Timmy are the dirty tick squad. And so that name is being given to them because that's exactly who they are. They are out to ruin the reputation of complete strangers simply because they don't agree with their politics or they don't agree with them personally. They just adjudicate guilt with absolutely no proof. They use text messages that have not been vetted. They don't know who anybody is in the text messaging. They have not proven that these things are authentic, which they are not. They use decades-old news reports by biased reporters that don't show any criminal action, maybe a lapse of judgment here and there, but no criminal action. And they accuse people of horrific things. And one of their members is under house arrest right now, awaiting trial, because he made death threats against the Florida attorney. There's another woman down here in Florida, in Ocala, that's in jail awaiting trial for first-degree murder because she came to the realization that she had been betrayed by this group, that they made promises that they couldn't keep. There was one individual in particular, Chris Hallett, who she accused of not only not being able to help her get her children back, but went so far as to prevent her from getting her children back. And so we have blood on the hands of members of the PPTF and the High Command and the Children's Crusade. Now, in closing, Levi Page, a very well-known social media reporter and commentator, is doing a series this week on this group. I believe as this video is being released that he will be doing a discussion of the Chris Hallett case down here in Florida and talking about Neely Petrie Blanchard, who was responsible allegedly for the death of Chris Hallett, because, as I mentioned, she accused Chris Hallett of actively preventing her from getting her children back after making promises after promise to get her children back from CPS custody using all sorts of odd and questionable court filings and claims and statements and so on and so forth. And she also was betrayed, allegedly, by the PPTF, who claim to be part of the United States government, which they are not. They claim to have personal connections to Donald J. Trump, which they did not. Donald J. Trump has never heard of these people. And this is not the only case. There are other cases. There's the case of Cynthia Ebzug in Colorado, who's facing trial for the attempted kidnapping of her children. So there's a lot going on in regards to the Dirty Trick Squad, aka the Pentagon Pedophile Task Force. This dirty, Trick Squad is the one that needs to be scrutinized, the one that needs to be kept an eye on, and the one that needs to be investigated and eventually prosecuted. They are breaking so many laws, it's hard to keep track of them all. But tune in to Levi Page tonight or any other time, since his show does record for playback, and listen to this rather interesting commentary about the Pentagon Pedophile Task Force, Field McConnell, Tim Homestead, Randy Erickson, and so on and so forth, to learn the truth behind the new Dirty Trick Squad. Please like, subscribe, share, hit the notification button, and stay tuned as I bring more of the goings-on of the Dirty Trick Squad. This is William K. Murtaugh, Witness 1. Have a good one.